Hi guys, I'm Jay living in Seoul. Today I'm gonna tell you the story of one Korean army who had hated boy groups but ended up with loving BTS. She wrote this in December 2017 after seeing BTS getting a lot of hate, and its title was To You Who Like or Who Dislike BTS. And until now, Korean army still find this and read and like it. So today I'm gonna translate and deliver it to you. Let's get started. I'm a 30-year-old woman and in a few days turn 31, and until only this year, I didn't even know that a band called BTS existed in the world. I haven't been interested in idol groups at all since I was in the first grade of middle school. When I was in high school, I looked at my friends cheering for an idol group with pathetic eyes saying, "Oh, immature girls," and I was proud of myself as a mature girl who was not instigated by this atmosphere. When I listened to popular chart songs on music sites, I skipped all the songs of singers who looked like idols. It's obvious, even if you don't listen to it. What kind of musicality and singing ability would you expect from the kids who came out of the factory? I've never seen a music show or something because I hated that young boys put on makeup and pretended to be fatter with color lenses. I thought the wondering and anxiety I felt when I was a teenager would naturally disappear when I was in my 20s. But my 20s gave me greater wondering and anxiety. I thought that the phrase, "It's youth because it hurts," was the truth, and I burned my beautiful youth to live fiercely, only in vain. I thought there would be a fire as big as I burned it, but when I entered the first door of my 30s, all I had left in my hands was ashes. And at the same time, I suffered the saddest breakup and despair in my life. I didn't want to live hard anymore. When I was a teenager, I could dream of even vague hope, but I felt like I was in an age where I couldn't even dream. I was miserable to see myself as a sample of a hard of living and a failed life that was not much different from when I was a student. I got depression and I just wanted to die. So I sat alone at a cafe all day and spaced out more. But one day, a song stuck in my ears at a cafe. I thought about the lyrics of the song without realizing it, and I felt distant at the moment. I still can't explain in words what those feelings were at the time. I turned on the searching songs app on the spot, and I found out the title of this song was Spring Day. And that was the first time I knew that there was a band named BTS. I searched for the name of the band and found out that it was an idol boy band with 7 members. I also learned that a member named Rap Monster, now RM, wrote and composed this song. It was very unexpected. The Bulletproof Boy Scouts and Ram Monster. Just by looking at the name, it sounded too mismatched with the song Spring Day. I think it rather stimulated my curiosity. I repeatedly listened to Spring Day that seemed to have written my heart in lyrics, and I watched music videos and stage videos. Even though I used to hate idols so much in the past, I felt the video, dance, lyrics, and melody incredibly awesome. In order to forget my reality with that healing feeling, I desperately listened to their music and watched videos as if I were taking medicine for depression. In a way, it was pathetic. I, who is 30 years old, was running away from reality by seeing an idol boy band who is younger than me. It was an unimaginable behavior for me, who had never traveled abroad in my life and lived in desperate manner because I was busy earning living expenses without any decent hobbies. Unfortunately, this was the only thing that comforted me at the time. I was so lonely, and even when I was comforted by them, it was dozens of times that the fact that they comforted me made me more miserable and frustrated. And while enduring day by day, I accidentally saw this post on Twitter. "Thank you for being mine and our fans. I'm also your fan. I am the fan who silently supports you, who endure loneliness, battles, and life alone. I send you fan letters with my music, with my musical notes, from my studio, from the backstage. Hope you read the sound of missing you." As soon as I read this post, I felt like I was hit on the head, and suddenly Tears flowed endlessly without realizing it. Later, I think I've even cried without sound. Until then, even though I listened to their music and got healed, I thought I was in the position of a consumer who consumed well-made products. Lovely visuals, colorful performances, trendy music, and emotional lyrics. All of these thoroughly commercialized things will comfort me for a while, and in return, these young kids and the agency will raise a lot of money that I would never dreamed of. But the moment I saw this post, I thought, oh, that wasn't it. I was being comforted by person to person, and I shed tears. And after a long time, I learned that this was written by RM himself. Since then, I started to like BTS more passionately. I even downloaded an app called VLive. Watching the content there, I learned that they had such a pure and healthy spirit, and I learned how caring and attached they are to each other and how sincere their love for their fans is. Watching various stages, mixtapes, and concert live videos, I learned how musically mature and talented they are. If the main character of the song Spring Day was an idol who compete only with visuals without skills, I wouldn't have been able to fall into it this much. And as if proving that my thoughts were not wrong, since then they have gained huge popularity abroad and have become worldwide stars in a blink of an eye. Now that nearly a year has passed by, I was still living a shabby life, but they were running toward the top step by step. The gap was sad, but it didn't hurt as much as before. As I was healed through them, I became very bright, and even if my reality was a little bitter, I wanted to give them a sincere round of applause for their success. And I saw a video of BTS concert speech on Twitter, and Adam said like this, as if he had planned it.
그리고 마지막으로 여러분께 꼭 하고 싶었던 얘기는 편지나 이제 가끔 주시는 말들을 보면 그런 말씀들을 해주세요. 요즘 너희가 너무 잘 돼서 좋은데 내 삶은 아직, 내 꿈은 아직 제자리 걸음인데 너희들이 멀리 가는 것 같아서 나랑 같이 시작했는데 혹은 이렇게 하는데 멀리 가는 것 같아서 약간 마음이 너무 좋지만 마음이 뒤숭숭하다. 근데 제가 앞서 아까 드린 이유는 저희도 저희를 잊지 못했어요. 우리가 할 수 있을 거라고, 우리가 잘 될 거라고, 우리가 체조 경기장에서 죽기 전에 공연 한번 해보고 은퇴할 수 있을까? 아니, 모르겠어. 그래서 제가 해드리고 싶은 말씀은 저희 정말 처음에 다들 꼬질꼬질하고 그랬어요. 저희도 해냈습니다. 저희를 알아봐 주신 여러분들이라면 여러분의 꿈이 아니더라도 여러분의 삶, 여러분의 인생에 언젠가 저희의 존재가, 저희의 음악이, 저희의 무대가, 저희의 사진, 영상이 여러분한테 아주 조금이라도 아픔이 100이라면 그 100을 99, 98, 97로 만들어줄 수 있다면 그걸로 저희의 존재의 가치는 충분합니다. 정말 사랑합니다.
When I first heard this comment, I didn't cry as much as I did when I saw Aaron's post on Twitter. Instead, my heart got hot and I was smiling without realizing it. And I was surprised and grateful that I could hear such words of consolation from a boy who is only 24 years old. My past 20s and their present 20s were different, but his sincere words did not make me miserable living in my present 30s. Not too long ago, I saw an article about RM's misogyny lyrics. I won't mention his reflection and efforts such as reading books about feminism, consulting a professor of women's studies, or changing lyrics at a concert, as the article already details. The reason I wrote such a long story today while revealing my personal story is because I wanted to tell you that we cannot judge all of him with a few words in the lyrics of the song. In his self-composed song, Born Singer, he made at the beginning of his debut, he wrote, "What's your dream? I'm becoming a rap star," and changed the lyrics to, "What's your dream? I'm becoming me," at the concert 5 years later. From the dream of becoming a macho rapper to a young man in his mid-20s who wanted to be a true self, the child has grown and matured countless times compared to his peers, giving unimaginable comfort and healing to people like me in the process. I was surprised to learn for the first time not long ago that 술안주 오늘 취하면 wine which I once fell in love with, was produced by Suga. At this concert, Suga belatedly said that he was so puzzled that he couldn't say everything he wanted to say. If you let go of your prejudices and preconceived notions a little, you will find much more wonderful music around you. I was also a person who was prejudiced and reluctant to listen to their music, but at the same time, as a person who received healing from their music, I want to tell you how true Suga's words are. This song is BTS Lost, which I participated in writing and composing. I hope that the lyrics will give great hope and courage to someone who will wander through their teens, 20s, and 30s like me. That's it all for today. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and set the notification. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye!